a little bit of fling season for you
It
right now
was.
until it's not?
It was fling season. I think that, I think I'm starting to feel like, okay, I can like get a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have an army of gays who are ready. They are ready to fight for me at any moment.
Okay.
So be careful.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm ignoring all red flags because this is my husband, so it's fine. I kind of like a guy that's like a little bit funny looking.
Okay.
Like
Isaac, you're in.
Isaac. No,
I'd be
I
looking
like
funny.
like. Are we going?
We're good to go.
Wow, we're
good to go whenever you're ready.
We're rolling. Okay, well, I do want to start by saying
Okay, yeah. What's that?
I don't really believe in straight men doing podcasts.
Oh, well, how do you know I'm straight?
But, well, the rhinestones on your face are...
They say something different.
No, but I really do like you guys, and I like what you're doing, so I'm happy to be here.
Okay, great. Well, we'll try to, get our feminine side out a little bit
Please
more.
do. I must have really charmed you at the New Year's Eve party.
Yeah. That's where these came from. It was a New Year's Eve party, and everybody at the New Year's Eve party got these rhinestones. So, welcome to the Table for One podcast. Please like and subscribe if you find us funny, or if our subpar humor is at all interesting to you. Please, click a button if you could. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nora Walker, thanks so much for being on.
I'm honored.
Yeah, I really appreciate you. Anyway, I guess I kind of go through a little bit like age, where you're from, stuff like that, so we can kind of get into that. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Yes.
30, yeah.
Thank
How was your 30th?
I just turned 30 in September.
Did you do anything fun?
It was amazing. My sisters and 2 cousins and I went to Aspen.
Okay.
Had a little Aspen weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, 30's been great.
What day in September?
The 14th.
Oh, on the 17th. So close.
September
You're a
babies.
Virgo.
Are you a Virgo?
We're all Virgos.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
all
knew-
3 of us.
Wow.
I'm a Virgo.
I knew that we were kind of vibing on a different level. I
Yeah.
can sense that.
I felt
That must be
something.
why.
Yeah.
It was the Virgo vibe, they call it.
Yeah,
I
wait,
think.
what day are you? September?
I'm August 26th.
Okay.
So it's...
Close enough.
An August
Round
Virgo
up.
is a little different. And
So
I did
how?
feel a stronger vibe with Isaac.
Okay, tell me why.
I have no idea. I just made that up.
What is it? What am I
the
like?
jewels.
I'm on the cusp of something. What is it? Is it like a Leo, or
What is before Virgo? I think it is Leo.
is it Leo?
Yeah, I think it is Leo.
Okay. And what are they?
Well, I'm not quite sure.
Okay, well,
listen, I only know and care about Virgos, and I don't know about anything else.
You were in Aspen?
Yeah.
Did you meet a cowboy up there?
This feels like leading the witness.
Oh, wow, sorry. Saw a picture.
I
on
did.
Instagram.
Yeah. My 30th birthday was like kind of transformative in a couple ways.
Okay.
Number 1, you're turning 30, so it's like a big deal. And 2, I did meet a cowboy there who, I wouldn't say he's ruined my life. No, he hasn't. But yeah, he's kind of still a character.
Oh no.
In the
Yes?
tapestry of my life. Yeah.
Just he's a roster member, or
Yeah, you could say that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, where does he line up?
Currently, maybe like 3 or 4.
Oh, okay. Is there like other cowboys from small towns that you have on like second or first?
No cowboys right
You got
now.
a Brett cowboy.
No
you got
cowboys,
a
no.
Evergreen
But I'm
cowboy?
looking for more.
Okay.
Always looking for more cowboys.
Okay, they're
But
in.
yeah,
Cowboys are in.
Aspen Cowboys, great. I mean, shout
Is
out
he a
to
real
him.
cowboy? Does he
do you want to hear the story about Aspen Cowboy?
Well, let's get into it. Yeah.
Okay. So, because he's kind of he's a little bit of a real cowboy, but also not.
Okay.
And I won't say too much about him, but
We both wear boots. We're from Montana.
I feel like Montana.
can't-
I grew up on a
say-
cattle ranch, you
I
know.
won't say I'm a real cowboy because I'm not by any means, but I'll wear some boots.
But
And
being from Montana, you've got a little bit of cred there.
Yeah.
Totally.
3 years in San Antonio, I feel like I can at least wear them. Not the hat though. I don't think I could get away with the hat.
I feel like you could pull off a hat.
All right, next podcast.
Oh my gosh.
New Joe.
Speaking of that,
2025, new
quick
Joe.
side note, I got in a fight in my hometown bar recently because I was wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And this like couple, like super small town bar.
Yeah.
I know everybody there, but I didn't know this couple. They came up to me and they're like really mad that I'm wearing a cowboy hat. And they're like, do you even own horses? And we don't. I'm like, no.
I've seen one.
Like, I just think cowboy hats are cute. I did grow up on a farm, but
I don't get behind that. I feel like if you want to wear a cowboy hat, wear a cowboy hat.
I totally agree. Yeah. They're
Don't
cute.
have to have a horse.
Yeah.
You know, it's. What about you? You gonna wear a cowboy hat next?
I could. Hey, I got horses. Shout out Pet Ranch, you know. But
Shout
no,
out.
I've been out of that life for a while, so
Yeah.
I feel a little different.
You turn them into glue. Horses.
Yeah.
That's where you get glue from if you
You
do.
can tell from the sparkles
I don't
I've
like
changed a little.
Yeah.
You have to.
We're not giving very like Western right now.
Okay, yeah. This is it. Yeah, I just forgot I had sparkles on my eyes and saying I'm gonna wear a cowboy hat. Damn it.
But, okay, but Aspen Cowboy. A little bit about him. I didn't know we were going to get into him so quick.
Hey, you said Aspen. That's a buzzword.
I know. So we were we went to Aspen. My sister and my cousin and I went to this bar, Hooch. I don't know if you're familiar with Aspen at all. Hooch is a super fun cocktail bar. And this is the eve of my birthday. And we bought our first round of drinks. And of course, they're like insanely expensive. It's Aspen. And so I'm like, girls, like it's my birthday. We're not buying any more of our own drinks. So I go up to the bar and I'm like, hey, it's my birthday. Nobody's biting. I'm like really trying to milk it, but nobody's biting. So I order my drinks and then the bartender comes over. I go to hand the bartender my card and the bartender's like, oh, they're covered. Your drinks are covered. So I turn to these like guys that are sitting next to me. I'm like, thank you so much. And they're like, oh, we just put it on his tab. He's the king of Aspen. He won't even notice. And they point behind them, and it's Aspen Cowboy, who's with a couple friends. And we start chatting with them, and it kind of goes from there. So they end up inviting us to the ranch, and we go to the ranch the next day. And it's like Aspen Cowboy, it's his ranch, his family's ranch. Yeah.
Sounds pretty fun, actually.
Right. It was great. Yeah. We're like, well, my oldest sister, Emma, was freaking out because we get to the ranch. They drive us there. There's no service.
It's not a ranch. It's in the middle of nowhere.
There's no service. And by the way, like my sisters and cousins are all married or have serious boyfriends. So I actually got into a little bit of trouble because their husbands were like, why are you going to this ranch? There's no service. Like they're like off the grid.
It's a tough one.
That was my bad, but it was my 30th. So they did it for me. But we go to the ranch. They're like putting us on the back of 4-wheelers. We're driving up to this like gorgeous lookout spot. We're having charcuterie. It was great. And Aspen Cowboy and I kind of connected, and he did ghost me for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. That's what cowboys do. Off into the wind.
He was off the grid, yeah.
Right, totally. He was on the ranch for 2 months and couldn't text me back. He missed me though.
Okay, yeah, he really missed you.
So he's like kind of a real cowboy, but he lives in Aspen in the summer and then somewhere else in the winter. So yeah.
So it was just a good time, overall good time.
It was great.
Okay,
it was so fun.
And you're still talking to him a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what if
number three,
somebody sees this and wants to, really make a move and wants you all to themselves? Like,
Well,
would you, if you found the right person, would you get rid of the roster?
totally.
Oh, okay. There you go. Gotta have a roster.
Yeah. Aspen Cowboy, he's just a fun guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how long have you been in Denver?
I've been in Denver since 2018. Okay. Yeah. I grew up on a farm in Iowa, and yeah.
You grew up on a farm? Wear a cowboy hat.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's all.
We had no horses, just cattle and pigs.
Okay. So I mean, maybe like, thoughts on the dating scene here. Everybody has a different outlook, I feel like. So the last person we had on, they were all for it. They love Denver. And then we have people on that they say it's wretched and they hate it. What's your vibe?
Yeah. I mean, so I've been in the Denver dating scene for just like a year and a half or so, because I was dating someone for 4 years. Okay. And so kind of speaking on my recent experience, I think that the thing about dating is I think it's like hard anywhere. I don't know that Denver is particularly...
It gets a bad rap.
It does. Yeah. But I do think that specifically about Denver, I think people kind of come to Denver, like the type of person that comes to live in Denver is kind of looking for like adventure and fun. They love to ski, they love to snowboard, they want to like go camping, and they kind of have this, people say like Peter Pan, like never want to grow up, always want to be like adventuring or whatever, which I think is a little bit true. And maybe that's why Denver gets a bad rap, I guess.
I feel like all of our comments are like, oh, it's the same here. It's the same here. Do you think it's just our generation?
Do you think other generations like had a good time like dating? I don't know.
I think they probably settled down pretty quick.
Yeah, that's true.
They probably were like, this is
people
my best gal. I'm going to,
Yeah.
I was talking to my parents the other day, and they were telling me I think they got married at like 25, 26, and they said they were the late bloomers of their generation.
Yeah.
Like that was late to get married for them.
Yeah. I think what's so different about what we have is so much access to each other with like dating apps and social media.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that, I think gives you it gives people this sense of like, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it's like, I don't want to like settle down here because there's so many other things that I could pursue, or there could be someone right around the corner, like my next match on Hinge.
So it's the next best thing.
Right.
Yeah, it makes dating like very accessible,
Totally.
like you always feel like you can upgrade, you can find someone better. When in reality, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
But yeah, the digital age, I feel like that's completely changed dating.
You don't kind of look at what you have like right in front of you too, because it's like, because maybe you could have a beautiful life with somebody that you connect with, but you're always kind of like thinking about what's on the horizon. I don't think the grass is always greener, is what I'm saying. But,
I know.
But you also want to hold out you don't want to get in a bad relationship.
Totally.
Yeah. My sister always said, like, she'll tell me to this day, she got married at 22. And she was like, don't get married at 22. Don't get married in your 20s. You don't even know who you are.
Wait, is she still married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Damn, throw her under the bus.
Don't let her husband see this.
Yeah.
No, I get it though, because I have 3 siblings. They're all married with kids. And my little brother married his middle school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Which is that's very common in Iowa, and I'm sure Montana too. And I think like some people get lucky in that sense where they like find someone when they're young and they're just a little bit dumb enough to like go for it and it works out. But I think on the other side, like the opposite, where you get married really young or you settle down really young and so much change happens between 22 and 26 or even 26 and 30. And if you don't have like the fortitude in your relationship to get through that together, then that makes it really difficult.
It's hard. I feel like, once you start having kids too, that makes it exponentially harder as well. So, you kind of want to pick the right person. But, I guess I wanted to say, how has it been going for you then? Dating for a year and a half.
It's been good. It's been fun.
Overall good?
Overall good. Okay. I would say overall good.
We got another one. We need a tally. We need a tally board for how many people actually like it here dating in Denver and the people that don't.
Is it mostly bad?
So far it's
usually
got 3 good
say
ones.
It's bad.
Yeah, we got Maddie, Amber, and you. So I think 3 out of the
I'll
12.
join that list, dude. I mean, I think it's all perspective for me coming from Montana. It's so much. There's just so many more people here where I felt like back home didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah, there's only 3 women in Montana, so you kind of really got to.
And they're all your cousins.
Yeah. Damn it.
I agree. It's really fun. I think you have to have the right attitude about dating. And I think especially, I have kind of like a love-hate relationship with like dating apps like Hinge. I'm always on and off. I'm having a really good time on Hinge right now, but I think like you have to kind of go into dating and go into being on an app in a sense of like, this is really just about meeting people and figuring out what I like and what works for me. And you can't let it like really get to you if someone doesn't like you back in that way, or someone doesn't meet your expectations, which happens all the time.
It is almost a numbers game.
Yeah.
Like just to find somebody that you can connect with, maybe have the same values and you guys have the same outlook. And so I feel like people get so downtrodden when stuff doesn't work out like 3 dates in. Like, there's so many different people out there. So,
exactly. And it's like, okay. I mean, I like have had a few heartbreaks last year in dating, and that's kind of just a part of life. It's like, you can't avoid that, and you can let it be like difficult and painful for a little bit, and then you're going to move on, and you're going to like, you can focus on yourself. You can find somebody else. It's like,
why do you like younger guys?
Why do you say that?
I heard through the grapevine. You won't date an older man?
I wouldn't say that I like younger guys. Younger guys are obsessed with me.
Okay.
26-year-olds won't leave me alone.
Yeah, 26 is the magic number.
It does happen to be a lot of 26-year-olds. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, I feel like maybe... I'm like about to get all philosophical about 26-year-old guys.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so the question is, why do I like dating younger guys?
Or why do they like dating you? That's the real question.
You need to get them on here and ask them.
The 26.
I'm curious about that as well. I just happened to like meet and go on a lot of dates with. It literally is like 20. I have a date with a 25-year-old on Monday.
Okay. Does that worry you ever?
25 is like very young.
Yeah.
It doesn't worry me, but that's because I think I'm not necessarily going into this like into a date with someone who's that age thinking like this is going to be the one.
What if it could be though? You never
I know.
What if they are, mature beyond their years?
Yeah, well, that's fine. Then that's great. Yeah. And there's always the chance that that could be true.
Would you date an older guy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Please, I'm 35. Anybody?
Would you ever have a sugar daddy?
No, I don't think I would have a sugar daddy. Okay. The concept is great.
Yeah.
But like the practice, that seems.
Yeah, I don't want to be on a yacht either.
You don't want to be what?
I don't want to be on a yacht either.
Well.
For the viewers, I space it. Have you said your age yet? Just
30.
so
I did 30.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay. My bad.
Yeah. We had a whole 5 minutes around it.
My bad.
Remember Aspen Cowboy, 30, that whole thing.
30 is my 30th birthday. Your sister's got mad at her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Isaac's not been listening to me at all.
Yeah, he just woke up.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about the young guys. They are obsessed with me though. They really, they won't leave me alone. And so I'm like, okay.
It's a hard problem to have. I hate that.
Some of them are great. Some of them are bad, which I think is the same with any person that you meet.
Do all of them have something in common, as a 26-year-old?
Well, 26-year-olds are hot.
Okay. Cradle robber.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're fun. They're hot. They're cute. They're like, like fun to hang out with.
Yeah, they're a bit, more.
Yeah.
Got a little more energy, I guess. I feel like I'm saying this, but I'm 28. So, I feel like it's 2 years.
I think, too, a little bit of my dating experience especially since my breakup has been, I don't think I've been ready for, like, something very serious. Okay. And I think I'm getting there now, like, more recently. But I think it's been, like, almost like a little bit of self-sabotage, like, dating people that I know it's probably not going to work out with. Like little vacation flings are super fun because there's like that, like this is never going to work out because this person is literally.
You gone on a lot of vacations with
Amsterdam? I always have a fling on vacation.
Okay. You're fling girly. Yeah, our first quest was on. All right, that was our first podcast guest, but it was fling season for him. Is it? A little bit of fling season for you right now until it's not?
It was fling season. I think that I'm starting to feel like, okay, I can like get a little bit more serious. Okay. But I really, especially like 2024 for me was, I just wasn't really ready for the relationship. And I don't think I ever like admitted that to myself. And I think that I also like dated some really great guys who were ready for a relationship. And I feel like kind of guilty because I think that I probably was that like girl that, I don't know, like maybe dated them or gave them the wrong impression or whatever.
You ever lead a guy on?
Not like on purpose. Okay.
Sorry, the hard questions are coming to my mind right now. I don't mean to. This is supposed to be an easy podcast. This is supposed to be fun.
Not on purpose, really. Like I met a couple of really great guys like last year that were ready for a relationship, and I just wasn't. And
can I ask you another question? Okay, so if you're on a second or third date with a guy, you're both not feeling it. Do you want to be the one that sends that breakup text, or would you rather him send it?
I think I'd rather be the one.
Yeah. What about you, Isaac?
I'd rather them do it.
Really?
I don't like being the mean one.
It is horrible. But it's also
hurts my heart.
It also hurts your feelings to like get broken up.
But if you're both not feeling it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get that text and you're like, what the fuck?
I know. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, I was just going to say that.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it already. So,
Yeah.
tell me about your last breakup. Was it? I mean, did you have? Is it a little, sore subject or anything like that?
With my true ex that I was
Sure,
with.
yeah. Do you want to get into kind of like past dating relationships? I mean,
Sure.
or we don't have to talk about it. If you
Yeah.
don't want to.
I really haven't had like a true breakup. I haven't had like a true relationship and like a real like serious breakup since my ex who I was with for 4 years.
Okay.
Do you
Well, so I guess just why didn't it work out? Could you see the writing on the wall, or was it something that you thought it would be forever? What does that? What was it?
First of all, like he's wonderful and like I have no hard feelings towards him. We actually just got drinks like a few weeks ago. We're like very cool with each other. But we started dating when I was like 25, I think. And it's kind of funny because I think when I was like 23, 24, 25, and maybe this is a part of being from Iowa, I was kind of like, I need to like settle down and have like a boyfriend. And so I met my ex and we had kind of a tumultuous start to our relationship, and then we ended up together, and it was COVID, and we only like kind of were hanging out with each other, and that turned into 4 years of dating, and it was, I don't regret anything about that relationship.
COVID will get you in a relationship.
It's kind of funny how like people experienced it differently.
Can you, sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about like your healing process from that and how you got back into dating after that?
Yeah. I think when I ended things with him, I first of all had like been thinking about it for a long time, as women do. So I was like, whenever the breakup,
that's a rough one. Blindsided, can't see it coming. No, I'm just kidding. It probably wasn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
like when the breakup happens, I think oftentimes it's something that women, especially when a woman is doing the breaking up, it's like we've been processing it for a long time. So I had done a lot of that processing before. And then after, I mean, it was difficult, of course, and there was grieving, but it was also exciting, to be honest. It was like, I knew that it wasn't the right relationship, and I was kind of ready to figure out who I was, and I was 28 years old, and I felt like I had spent 4 years with this person, and it was a great 4 years, but I was really ready to like figure out who I was and what I really wanted.
Yeah.
So it was good for me.
How do you know when a relationship is worth saving or working even harder to, to keep it together and just, getting out at the next exit? Like, how do you know? I guess just for you, it's person to person.
Yeah. My girlfriends and I talk about this all the time because it's like, a relationship is work. Like I look at my parents who have like an amazing marriage, and it's been difficult for them a lot of the times, and they have to like work through things, and they love each other so much.
Oh, I don't want to be my parents. Like I see my parents, I'm like, I don't want to be.
Really? Mine are so great.
Really? Okay.
They're the best.
Sorry, mom and dad.
So yeah, it's like, at what point is it like, oh, this is just like a normal relationship thing that we need to work through, or it's like, oh, we're not compatible. And I think it's more like, I don't know, I'm trying to think about me and my ex and what that felt like for me.
Was it values? You guys were just two very different people?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I think it was more like we were just such different people and had different goals, and that was the main thing. Okay. I think if there was more between us that was more aligned, and we had more in common, and we had similar like goals and perspectives on life, it would have been so much easier for us to work through difficult like parts of our relationship. But ultimately it was like, okay, this person is not compatible enough with me to like work through these things successfully.
And you're just grinding through it, thinking, trying to make something work. That's
exactly
not ultimately going to work. Okay. And kind of piggybacking off Isaac's, like what was the healing process then after it was done?
Well, luckily my best friend Kumar lived in Denver at the time, and he had also just gone through a breakup with his partner of 10 years. And so I moved out of my ex's house and in with Kumar, and that was really great because we got to like just like have nights drinking wine together, talking about our relationships, which was wonderful. I love him. Shout out to Kumar. Yeah. And I did not, I don't want to say this in a way that sounds bad, but like it wasn't that difficult for me to like kind of move on and grieve.
Yeah, that's like a common theme because I've had people that have said like, oh, you need to work on yourself after. But, other people have said, I kind of detached from that relationship even before it was over and you knew you were going to make that decision. So it was easy for them to just go out. So I think it's just on a person by person basis is that.
Yeah, totally. And I had spent many months like thinking about the relationship and processing through exactly that, like thinking about the possible end of the relationship. So I think that helped me on the other side.
Okay. On a lighter note, what's your fascination with gay clubs and gay raves?
And gay people?
Yeah. You have a lot of gay friends, and we want one of them on here.
No, I know. Yeah. I'll talk to several of them.
Okay, please.
Yeah, I do have an army of gays who are ready. They are ready to fight for me at any moment. Okay. So be careful.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. So my best friend, like one of my very best friends, Kumar, I've known him for I think 12 years now. He's bi, but he was my first like true like gay friend. And that was very early on for me. That was in college. And they just are my people. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. They're so fun. They are very like, the gay friends that I have love to have fun, very kind, very carefree. They often have like, our like political views and that kind of thing aligns. I love like pop music. I love like musicals, that kind of thing. And a lot of them like the same kind of things that I do.
Yeah, they have to have a couple straight friends, like girlfriends. I feel like every gay guy does.
Well, I'm mother.
Okay, your mother.
Of course.
Okay. Mother Nora.
Yes. We vibe. So I have a lot of gay friends. And gay raves.
Why are they better than regular raves? Gay raves.
I think there's for a straight girl at a gay rave.
They're more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like no pressure. It's like totally no inhibition. Yeah. You're just with like these people who you don't have to worry about, them wanting to take you home or any of those kinds of things. And you can really just be yourself and kind of let loose, which is fun.
You have a good gaydar?
I think I do.
Okay. I feel like I have a good one.
Yeah, I think I do.
I do not.
This is so Isaac and I went to when we first got down here. Story. When we first got down here, we were like looking to grab a drink. We had something to do, and we were like, let's just go grab a drink.
We didn't have any friends, so it was just him and I, brand new to Denver.
Yeah, and so we just walk into this bar, right? And then they were like, oh, okay, yeah, grab a drink. We go out on the back deck, and I'm like looking around, and I'm getting like people are staring at me,
right? Yeah.
And there's 4 tables that are filled. And there's only like guys at every table. It's like 3 dudes here, 4 dudes here. And then I turned to Isaac. I was like, Isaac, I think we're at a gay bar right now.
Isaac's like, what?
On the back patio. And he's like, no. And he's like looking around. He's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're like waving. And I'm like, no, they're just friendly.
Totally.
Yeah, just friendly.
Well, I don't think they were that, friendly. Because I think they were trying to.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I bet you two would do really well at a gay bar.
Yeah, I worked at a gay bar. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Queer friendly. Never been hit on more.
Did you get lots of tips?
Yeah, I did okay.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, and so we walk back in and we asked the bartender, hey, is this a gay bar? And she goes, this is an everybody bar. And we're like, oh, okay.
That's
we walk
cute.
out and there's 4 pride flags on the building like we just did not look at. And it was,
oh my God.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Denver has a great gay scene. Have you been to like X Bar, Charlie's?
I have not. Maybe what's the one that we went to? It's by like the
it was by the Milk Bar.
Yeah, or something. What is that?
I don't know what it's called.
I was like, what do I have on my face? I was about to...
I know. I feel a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, we love it. We look great.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. It was it was a good time. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So you have a close friends list on Insta. What do you talk about on there?
Oh my gosh. Did Avery tell you this?
No. I guess.
My close friends is a very fun place to be. And shout out to my close friends. I've got about 60 of them.
Okay.
All my...
It's only... Like we're not allowed on there, right?
No.
Okay. Because who is allowed?
It's all girls and gays.
Okay.
And I really just kind of talk about dating. I talk about like, you know, experiences that happened to me while dating. What else do I do on there? I mean, that's my safe place.
Okay.
I can't tell you guys too much about what's going on there.
Okay. Well, we just wanted the
Close friends for a reason.
I'm thinking
information.
about a subscription service where if you do want to be part of the close friends, it's like $50 a month or something.
Okay.
That's a little steep.
And I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Okay. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know, what kind of guys come up and hit on you other than 26-year-olds? Is there a, because you're a tall gal.
Yeah.
Very, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in your boots, you're taller than me right now.
Well, yeah. I think I'm the tallest one in this room right now.
Dang.
Let me see. Back to back.
Okay.
Oh, your heads are cut off. Hold up.
Yeah. Are we cut off? Yeah. You stop.
You are by a little bit.
I'll take it.
It's close though.
Yeah, I am tall. I'm 5'10", but here's the funny thing is like I think I'm actually 5'11".
Okay.
But you know how guys round up?
Yeah.
I'd be rounding down.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm just a petite little 5'10". 5'11", that's like getting into really tall range. But I do think I'm almost 5'11".
So is there taller guys that come? There's always or short
guys
kings?
don't really hit on me like when I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems to be a thing here. We've been hearing that. No guys want to approach a woman.
That is very true. That's very true. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it's intimidating for guys to like approach a woman, but it would be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
to get hit on.
Do you like? So what's your type? I mean, like, are you going after the tall basketball players? Do you mind a guy that's shorter than you?
Yeah, I've been traditionally like, you know, like a tall, hot guy, like a tall, dark, and handsome is of course going to be like initially like super striking and interesting. That's not worked out for me very well though. And so I think my type has evolved. Yeah. I am open to short kings. I kind of like a guy that's like a little bit funny looking.
Okay.
Like
Isaac, you're in.
Isaac. No,
I'd be
I
looking
like
funny.
like my celebrity crushes, like Timothée Chalamet, have like his smile. He's got like kind of crooked teeth. Like I vibe with that. I think that's really cute. I kind of like a big nose, like Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
I mean, hit me up. I kind of like a little bit of like a funky looking guy. I think guys who are really traditionally hot, like tall, dark, handsome, like really kind of beautiful symmetrical features, they're great to look at, but they tend to be like either sometimes they're like boring or sometimes they're mean because they know they're hot.
You never have to like work on a personality.
Exactly.
You're just
because people are just always really good to you because you're good. Yeah. You're like hot to look at.
Yes. So okay, you said you talk about your dating on your close friends. Can you give us like maybe a bad date or a good date? Or a terrible date?
Yes, I can talk about I can tell you guys about a bad date that I had. Okay. But it's kind of a 2-part series.
Okay. We'll have to have you
Are you locked in?
Next week?
I'm locked in.
I'm so locked right now.
So this was like to set the scene. This was a guy that I had a crush on for like a while. Okay. And in my head, he was like the perfect guy for me. I was like, we're going to get married. Like this was like my guy.
That's what A-Ray was saying. She was like, a crush is just somebody you haven't met yet. Or, you build it up in your head.
A crush is a lack of information.
A lack of information.
Yes, and that is so real. So this guy, had a crush on him forever. He's like a friend of friends. So he's kind of mutuals. He actually, never mind. I was going to tell more information about him, but.
Well, okay, come on.
He just had a very similar upbringing to me. And I was like, he's a musician and I love to sing. And so I was like, well, we're getting married, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And so a little while after my breakup, we start chatting. He's like sliding into my Instagram DMs. And I'm thinking, okay, great. This is the start of our beautiful life together. And he finally invites me kind of on a date, but you guys, so many red flags. So like, he's like, he finds out I had just moved into this brand new apartment that has a sauna and a steam room. And I was telling him about that. And pretty soon after that, he's like, we should go on a date. Like, let me take you somewhere and then we can like hot tub and use the sauna at your place. I'm like, perfect.
How did he know that? Because he looked it up?
No, I told him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I told him because I had just moved in.
Drink your drink, buddy.
I had just moved in. So he shows up to my apartment and I walk down to get him and he shows up. He's in flip-flops, basketball shorts, and a tank. And I'm kind of like, okay. But I'm ignoring all red flags because this is my husband, so it's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, well, where should we go? I'm like, I don't know. Let's just get in the car and drive. And then he ends up taking me to get ice cream. And I hate ice cream. Oh. But I'm like, this is my husband. Like, it's going to be like, yeah, I'll learn how to love ice cream. So we get ice cream.
It's a weird thing to learn how to love is ice cream. You know?
I don't like ice cream. Okay. But we're chatting. We go back to my apartment. We go into the sauna. We're like chatting, sweating profusely. It's kind of very strange. And then we hot tub for a little bit.
That's a weird
It's
date.
very weird. It's very weird in hindsight. We go back to my place, change into our regular clothes, and then he gives me a hug and leaves. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I thought it was like something was going to happen. Yeah. Nothing happened.
You thought you were going to sweat even more after.
Right. Yeah. And then.
Sorry.
Or at least a kiss.
Yeah, because that's what my mind went to too. Sorry.
And then like a week later, this is also a red flag. I hear from him a week later. It's Sunday morning. He texts me, hey, friend.
Oh, not my future husband. Hit me with the friend.
I'm like, babe, like we are on a different level than that. So he says, hey, friend, what's going on? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm just hanging out at home. He's like, can I come over? Let's hang out. I'm like, sure. I'm super excited, of course. I'm like, this is it. This is where it's going to get serious. So he comes over. I've got my place all clean. We're standing in the kitchen. I've got like a cute little outfit on. I've got music playing on the Alexa. The sun is like shining in through the window. He like is standing near me. He leans in. He goes, hey, do you mind if I use your steam room?
God. He was only there for the steam room.
Literally. So then he uses my steam room and then leaves. And that was it.
And he still comes back for the steam room.
I have never let him back for the steam room.
Okay. Like, I love the steam room. Holy shit.
You got a bad date story? Room.
No.
Okay.
All good dates.
Hey, we have a segment.
Okay.
We have a segment, and the segment is called...
It's not brought to you by our sponsor, is it?
No, our segment is brought to you by our sponsor, and we're going to roll the clip real quick.
Oh, yes.
And the segment is called "Is It Forgivable?"
Someone sponsor these
forgivable?
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it forgivable? Jesus has nothing to do with it, but is it forgivable? Okay. So I'm just going to name out a couple things and let me know if like maybe you're in the start of a relationship, long-term relationship, are these actions forgivable? Okay. He makes a fool out of himself in front of your friends the first time you introduce him.
How's he making a fool out of himself? Is he being mean?
Maybe he gets too drunk. Shows his ass, like in metaphorically speaking, like, when they say, oh, I showed my ass. He's not actually showing your ass.
Okay.
But, yeah. He's wilding out. It's not good. First impression for your friends.
I think it could be forgivable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, but do you have to make amends with the friends? You have to be like, hey, that's not him. I know him.
Totally.
Okay.
My friends would be, my friends are serious about, they don't play.
They don't play.
Yeah.
They don't play. Okay.
He could have been nervous,
Yeah, maybe he
drink
was
too
nervous.
much because
That's
out
the
of
thing.
nerves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it happens too many times,
yeah.
then
Well,
it might
the
be
second time you did this.
Yeah. The second time I mean, so.
If he's mean, then no. You can't be mean. You have to be nice. But if he's like too drunk and being silly, then forgivable.
Okay. He's just a silly boy.
Yeah.
Silly goose. Okay. Early on in the relationship, you see that he's Snapchatting, possibly texting a couple other women.
We are like dating.
It's too far in.
For me now, I think not forgivable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a conversation with him and be like, hey, what is this? And he says, oh, they're just just a lot of friends. Or,
Yeah.
it's not.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think like in my experience, that's the kind of thing that it's like, I know I want to avoid that.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what point is it not okay to be talking or seeing other people?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think like, I don't know. I guess it should feel like with the right person, it should feel like, oh, we're like, it should progress in a way that you don't necessarily have to say it.
Yeah.
But you're both in agreement. Like we're just about each other.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, me personally, I don't do rosters at all. Like I try to date intentionally. So like if I go on a first date with someone and there's another date planned, like automatically I'm not going to be pursuing anyone else.
You've been on multiple dates?
Yeah. Once upon a time.
You had 2 dates planned in 1 week? One time?
No.
Oh,
no.
Never see this guy dating around here.
Isaac, we should go on a date.
Yeah.
Isaac's like, I'm never going on a date with you.
Yeah, Isaac, what the hell, man?
I'm just saying that's my take, but I know like it seems like a lot of people have different, like a lot of people need a conversation or whatever, and I think it just varies person to person.
It does. I feel like I've probably like made the impression that I'm a roster kind of girl, which
I led you on that question. My bad. That was okay. Yeah, that was bad. Sorry.
And everybody's already stopped watching. They're like, we hate her.
We only got like a retention rate of 8 minutes.
They stopped watching after the first minute. So no one's hearing this.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank God. They should. I'm glad it's just us.
You told me you were talking to Aspen Cowboys still, so I didn't know if he was on the roster or not.
Well, like if I am really with the roster, it's like that's going to be people that are very fresh and like. Usually oftentimes I don't have a roster at all. It just so happens that right now I have like a few guys that it's like really new with, and I'm like, getting to know them.
Just seeing if anything could work out.
Yeah. But like as soon as I start to actually like someone, I'm the same way. It's so hard for me to like be juggling like these 2 or 3 or whatever people at the same time. And I'm pretty like upfront about that with the guys that I'm seeing. Like, I'm like, I'm into you. I'm not going to talk to other people. Aspen Cowboy is like an anomaly. He's Aspen Cowboy.
Well, when you have a name like that, you got to keep him around.
The king of Aspen.
The king of Aspen.
Yeah.
You sure he wasn't wearing a crown?
Yeah. I think that was tongue in cheek, but he's not the king of Aspen.
So he won't let you put rhinestones on.
Oh. Unforgivable.
Yeah, come on.
Have a little fun.
Yeah, have a little fun.
Loosen up a little bit.
Okay. He only wears athletic clothing, and he shows up for the steam room too often.
In flip flops too.
Yeah.
Can I? If he only unforgivable. But if although. I did forgive him for it, actually. So I guess
What if you? You could dress him up. Yeah.
If he's willing to, like, I feel like I could, with style, like I could. If a guy would let me lead him, that's fine. We can do that.
Okay.
I can fix him.
You can fix it. Yeah. Do you like to fix?
No.
Okay. Guys, I feel
training season's over.
Training season. Do it. All right. He interrupts during conversations and talks up.
Unforgivable.
It's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Okay. What if he's just too excited?
About himself?
Okay, I guess so.
About what he's got to say?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, he smokes cigarettes.
Oh.
You ever
rip
a dart?
Like, how often is he smoking cigs?
Just when he gets drunk.
Then yes.
And he's an alcoholic.
That's a green flag. Okay. That's different.
So he smokes all day.
I love a drunk cigarette.
Yeah, a drunk cigarette.
And a cigarette in Europe. A morning. Have you ever had a morning cigarette in Europe? Like a breakfast?
I have had a morning cigarette, but I was not in Europe.
Okay. Well, that's
trashy.
trashy.
On a back deck. It was very white trashy. Yeah.
That's trashy, but that's fine. A cigarette's great.
Okay. How many is too many cigs?
Did you see the Bob Dylan movie?
No,
Okay.
but that's Timmy.
That's Tim, my guy.
Yeah. Is it good?
It made me think of super hot, and I would love for a guy to do this for me. Whenever he's with a girl and they're gonna smoke a cigarette, he puts both in his mouth, lights them both, and then like
Is that
hands
hot?
the cigarette to the girl. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick zin. I zin, but I don't. I'll rip a cig, but I'm an amateur when I do it, and I cough every time, so it's not hot.
No, that's not.
That's not
You just
hot.
stick to the zins.
Okay.
That's okay.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
He calls your mom a MILF.
I would rather he say something like, "Your mom is really beautiful."
Okay. Well, he's drunk, ripping a cig. He's like, "Your mom's a MILF." Is that something
That's
that you're
forgivable.
like? Okay, it's forgivable.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah.
Okay. Is your mom very
She's
beautiful?
gorgeous.
She's very
She's
beautiful.
stunning and beautiful. Yeah,
Okay.
she really is.
He's mean to the waiter.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
Absolutely not.
Can't do that. Okay, he's either too far left or too far right on the political spectrum.
Too far. Well, I mean, there's one of them that I can forgive and one of them that I can't.
Okay.
We'll keep it at that.
He's constantly looking at himself in the mirror.
Oh, same.
They're looking at me.
Just
I'm not
kidding.
looking at the mirrors. The mirrors keep looking at me.
Yeah. That seems okay, depending.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's unforgivable.
If he's flexing.
Oh,
If
no.
He's always flexing in the mirror.
No,
Okay.
we don't like that.
This guy constantly flexing.
My mirrors love
I've seen
me.
it.
This guy, he's got wall-to-wall mirrors in his
Well,
room.
and as he should.
And on the ceiling. Yeah, that's for something else. Excuse me. So, sits out on family game night.
That's unforgivable.
That is kind of, you know what? I don't
Yes.
like a guy that sits out on games. You know, if the whole family's around, it's family game night, you know, you're too cool to play a game.
I don't like a guy that takes himself too seriously.
Yes,
Like, have a little fun. Like, loosen up.
And even if you don't like games, it's family game night.
Yeah.
You know, put a little effort in.
Totally. Agreed.
Okay, I think I got one more. He gets way too competitive during the backyard family volleyball game.
That could be kind of fun.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
forgivable.
But
It's almost a green flag.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
but
that.
he's like yelling and he's sweating. He's like, you know. he's-
Right. Like, it's like, come on, but that could be fun.
Okay. And that might be it.
He makes like the cousin cry or something.
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
that
that-
movie where
your problem.
it's they're playing volleyball in the pool?
Yeah,
It's,
what is
Meet the
that?
Fockers?
I think it's Meet the
Yeah,
Fockers.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
That was very funny. Okay, well, hey, I lost a sheet here somewhere. It doesn't matter because we keep going. You know, That's-
Let me chime in here. What can men do better on the dating scene?
yeah. You've had a couple reactions to this one, but we wanna
Yeah.
hear you.
What can men do better? I feel like I do agree. I saw what was her name? The one that said that men need to hit on women more.
That was A-Ray.
There's all of them.
Yeah.
But no, the A-Ray clip, that one went I don't want to say viral, but for us, it went viral.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think
50 views.
Yeah. I think that men can definitely hit on women more. I think they should shoot their shot more, like in person especially.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in general, men can just listen better. Like in any situation. I think on a date especially, like really being a good listener and caring about what your date is saying and like remembering what they've said and being thoughtful about that and, you know, showing up in a way that, you know, kind of resonates with what they're saying and how they feel, I think is important.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your biggest ick for men? What's the men's?
My biggest ick.
Espresso martini and these rhinestones are getting to me
Seriously,
right
no,
now.
I actually want to sip. You do make a really good espresso martini.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think like a serious one is, and this is so obvious, but like men who are mean.
Yeah.
I don't like, there are so many men who are just mean and rude. And that's, you know, that's like not cool with me. That's an ick
I've seen
for
it
sure.
work on women though, like out at the bar. and they're just like mean to somebody, and I'm like, how's that working?
I know.
How is
Well,
this
that's why they
working
keep
right now?
doing it, is because it does work sometimes, and that's unfortunate. Of course, men chasing after a ping pong ball.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Got away from me.
I do feel like shoes are something for me that like will really give me an immediate ick. Although I'm trying to be more like forgiving about it right away before I know the person. But if your shoe game is
I had some New Balances I wore out a couple times, and I look
like
at
New
them in my
Balance.
closet, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
wait, I like New Balance.
They weren't good ones.
Okay. Like I hate to say this because I feel like this is gonna rub people the wrong way, but Hoka's.
Hoka's. Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about Hoka's that are scary.
I only wear them
Isaac,
for running.
I'm hearing you out.
Only running.
Okay.
I'll never wear them outside of going for a run.
Okay.
I'm an ex-runner.
This guy was
fair.
a good runner.
Yeah. Back in the day.
He won the Montana State Mile.
Really?
What do you think about guys
I
that
should go to it.
What? I never said that on the pod.
Well, yeah. That's just very
What is
low
the
on my
Montana
running
State Mile?
accomplishments.
It's a mile in Montana.
They invite all the best runners from Montana to race in a mile midsummer, and I would do that.
What do you
every
think
year.
about a guy?
That's amazing.
What do you think
Thank
about
you.
a guy that still has his Montana State Mile medals up in his room?
Well, I love it.
There you go.
And I still have my state championship basketball ring.
Do you wear it?
No.
Is it hanging in your room?
No.
Okay.
I'm not like flexing on people. Like, it's above my desk. Like, I like looking at it, when I work. It just reminds me of, that stage of
I
life.
got a
and
participation
the
trophy in
cool.
baseball
The
when I was a kid.
commitment.
I still got it on my fucking desk.
Yeah, that's great. Carry it around in your pocket.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm not shitting on you. I like it.
That's super cool.
I like
And
it,
you
dude.
can wear your Hoka's when you run.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
Yeah, you're fine.
They're pink also.
That's even better.
They're
I
at
love that.
Salmon.
Okay, salmon, of course.
Yeah. Hey, what do you do for work? We didn't even get to that.
Oh, well, I was actually a teacher for 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I taught like middle school English, which was great and chaotic. And then I now work in educational travel, which is why I travel a lot.
Okay.
So I work for like a travel company. And that's been great. An amazing transition from teaching. I've loved it so much. I also am a cycling instructor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Second cycling instructor we've had on here.
Really?
Rose.
Where did the other one teach?
Rose did.
Which life, man?
Cycle bar?
Yeah, maybe.
That sounds
oh,
right.
no, we should know.
Star Cycle?
We should
I don't
know. Well, maybe we'll.
I'm at High Ride.
They had cycles there.
High Ride Cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Come see me.
Okay.
It's mostly for the girls and the gays, of course.
Okay.
My class. But straight men are sometimes allowed.
What kind of music do you play?
I play a lot of hip hop. I play like a pretty good mix of hip hop and EDM.
Okay.
Next week I'm doing my like theme is songs that just turned 20. Okay. So all songs from 2005. Mm-hmm. So Grills.
Yeah. Rob the
Nelly.
jewelry store. Tell him make me a
Yep.
grill.
Just a little bit, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside. Yeah. So
That sounds like a fun one.
it's going to be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I play like hip hop and EDM. But yeah, it is definitely like, have you been to a cycling class?
I have done a cycling class. Have I done a cycling class? I feel like I had a Peloton, and it was a great coat hanger for a while.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're like, High Ride is so fun. We're beat based. So we ride to the beat of the music. So I'm like, I make the playlist and then I choreograph the playlist. And we're doing like dance moves on the bike. Nice. So we're pulsing and pushing. We're doing body rolls.
We did dance moves on our last pod. It was nice.
Yeah.
We had bad dance.
Shout out Amber. We're teaching her how to dance.
Oh, how did that go?
She's a great so like hobbies. So if like a tall cowboy from elsewhere other than Aspen wanted to reach out to you, like, and he wants to know your hobbies. He wants to know because that's what this is all about. Maybe setting people up. That's not actually what it's about. It's just spotlighting singles. But if a match could get made, that's that's nice too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what are your hobbies?
I love to sing, so I'm actually in a choir.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Denver Chorale. It's a community choir. It's super nerdy. It's like me and a bunch of computer science people.
I sing all day around here, and Isaac gets so annoyed.
I bet it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
So I love to sing. I love music. I love to read. I was an English teacher, so that makes sense. I love to read. I love poetry. I like to work out, obviously. Okay. So I like to be active, whatever that looks like. I like to go to classes or like get outside and do things outdoors. I love to cook. I'm actually a really good cook.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I love to cook.
What's your favorite dish to cook?
Recently, on last Sunday, I made a really good chicken tikka masala, and I made homemade naan bread.
Okay.
It was so good.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I like to cook. So whenever I go home to Iowa, my parents have chickens, and I always bring a chicken back to Colorado and I roast it.
You bring chicken back to
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So like if a gentleman, wanted to take you out on a date, what's like a go-to date that's always fun, maybe out of the ordinary, what would you say?
Out of the ordinary. I actually had a really pretty good first date recently where we met at it was in Proper City in Denver. And we like worked. So we were both working remote on a Friday, and we had a couple beers and we like worked remotely together. It was great. It was kind of nice because it was like very low pressure because we both like kind of had things to do, but then we got to sort of chat with each other in between.
Do you feel like in that situation, just how I'm built, I would be like, oh, I need to like talk to her or say something, and I'm not cool with silence. I'm never cool with silence. I can't like just be unless I get to know somebody.
Yeah.
Really,
I think it has to be you have to kind of know the vibe of the person if you're doing that sort of date. But it was obvious that we were just going to be like we were comfortable with each other. But I do love a drink date. I love a classic little couple cocktails. Okay. Yeah.
What's your go-to place?
I really love this natural wine bar in Rhino called Noble Riot.
Okay.
Have you been?
No.
It's very great. It's like low lighting, really kind of trendy, great wine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cute spot.
Just a good vibe all around. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I did want to hit on real quick. You had a situation with a car, and so did our last person on the pod. But
right.
Yeah, could you go into that a little bit? You weren't driving?
Yes, I too got hit by a car. I wasn't on a date, but I did get hit by a car.
Okay.
I was with some girlfriends. We were in Saint Tropez.
Okay.
Which is the best place to get hit by a car, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, it was iconic.
Was there like a hot guy that got out and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," And
no,
you guys fell
the
in
French
love?
do not give a fuck.
They get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, literally. That is exactly what happened. So we're like, the streets are super narrow. We're in Saint Tropez. We've had a few drinks, and I'm probably stumbling around, to be fair, a little bit.
You're in the middle of the street,
right? And this car is just going, zooming down. It's a French person driving, like going real fast. Just clips me on the hip. I barely even noticed, but I think the last girl said that too. She like didn't even realize what had happened.
Yeah.
I barely even noticed, but the car did not stop, did not care at all.
Yeah. The last guy had like multiple broken bones and stuff. But were you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay,
I just had a big old bruise.
Okay.
So
well,
it was totally fine. Okay. Yeah. But got hit by a car in the south of France, and it was an honor.
That's an honor.
And a privilege.
Okay. Best if somebody was to take you maybe in a PJ, because you travel a lot, say it was a date, say it was a travel date, where would you go? One spot.
If we could go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like one of the best spots that I've been is the south of France. It's just beautiful, so fun, like great restaurants, great bars. Saint Tropez was amazing. Expensive though.
Okay.
But I'm assuming if we're going in a PJ, that's not going to be an issue.
It's not.
So, yeah.
The 26-year-old took you in the PJ to the Saint Tropez.
I don't think a 26-year-old's going to be doing that.
No. Well, we'll kind of wrap it up. Do you want to shout out anything, or do you want to, maybe you're cycling, or do you want to shout out?
Yeah.
And we'll put your Instagram in it.
Sure. Yeah. Come see me at High Ride.
Yeah.
Is this the camera?
That's
Sure,
the one. That's the
Come
one.
see me at High Ride. I teach there Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. I am also in the Denver Corral. We've got a show in April. Come see us.
Okay. If you're karaoke, and what's your go-to karaoke song since you're singing?
Come see me Saturday nights at Embassy Tavern.
Okay, there you go. What are you singing?
My go-to is usually You and I by Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that song?
No.
Okay.
No.
You should listen to it. It's great.
Okay, no, I have to
It,
go to Embassy
it
Taverns
references
tonight.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yes. Come to Embassy Tavern and see it. The bartenders at Embassy Tavern hate to see me come. They're
Yeah,
like, not.
they say, "Oh no, karaoke tonight."
They're
No
like,
karaoke.
not her again.
Yeah,
And I'm always like paying the guy $20 to like bump me up on the list.
Nice. Yeah.
Sometimes I do Hopelessly Devoted to You.
Okay.
Which is a good one too. Yeah, Instagram, not Nora, 3 A's.
Okay.
I'm on TikTok sometimes, Def Not Nora.
So you had something blow up on there.
I went viral recently.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It's always
I'm
fun.
working on it.
Get a little brand deal. Yeah, yeah. Nice,
Hoping,
nice.
yeah, Tarte.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting.
It's Tarte. What is Tarte?
The makeup brand.
Oh, okay.
But they
Okay.
take people to like.
I thought they were a rhinestone company. Or?
No. Yeah, but they can hit me up too. if they
Okay,
want.
nice. And I guess our last question we ask for every guest: why are you a catch?
You don't think they're in love with me already?
They're already in love with you, but you had to reassure somebody.
Okay, so I think I'm a catch because a couple of reasons. Number one, I am like a small town girl.
Okay.
And like that's the
You're
best.
just a small town girl.
I'm just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
Yeah. You took the midnight train.
Going anywhere. Going to Denver.
Going to Denver.
But I do think like I had such a really like wholesome, like idyllic childhood, and I'm so grateful for that. And it really made me a good person. Like my family's amazing, and I'm very kind. And yeah, I'm like a small town girl in the city.
Yeah.
It doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't get better than that.
I also really do. I have like a lust for life, and I think like a joyfulness and a playfulness that is really fun. And I would love to share that with someone and experience that with somebody.
It's a great answer. Say
Yeah.
that for
That's
every
great,
guest except
yeah.
for Joey. But
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know Joey, but
Yeah, well, it's a great answer. It's a great answer. Nora, thank you so much for coming on.
yay, thank you for having me.
Yeah, hopefully you get
Yes, thank
some people reaching out to you, and maybe a date comes from it.
Yeah.
Maybe the love of your life.
Yeah.
Maybe your future husband.
I know.
You want to get married? We didn't even get into that.
Someday for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're done. You do it. That was fun. That was a good one.
Yay.
I think that.